All right, we're live. Hello, hello, hello. Dr. Lulu here. I am coming to you live this beautiful spring morning in South Texas. So, welcome to the Parent of Queer Kids show. I know I haven't been as present as I could be. I've just been traveling a lot and allowing myself to not get burned out. So you get me when you get me. But here I am today. We're going to talk about questions you might have about hormone replacement. Now, as you know, every time I come live here on the Parent of Queer Kids show, I'm usually talking about a topic that someone in my space, either a parent or usually a parent, has a question that they've asked me. So I don't just make these questions up. They're usually real questions by real parents like you. So this one is a mom who is concerned about, I'm gonna go a little bit further than her questions, but suffice it to say that she's concerned about hormone treatment for her child. We're not going to say the age of her child, but her child is a teenager who is transgender and wants to start hormone treatments. And most people don't know enough. The situation is the child's dad, who happens to be their ex, is concerned that the child might be too young. This is very, very common amongst parents of queer kids. Very, very common. When it comes to hormone treatment, a lot of the parents think the child is too young. Before I address that, I just want to go back and say my name is Dr. Lulu and I'm a pediatrician. And actually, I know that the reason we push back with hormone treatment a lot of times is that we just don't know. We don't know what we don't know. And we usually think that we know enough to make decisions, medical decisions for our kids. And that's okay. You know, if it's your religion and religious reasons, I get it. But if you ordinarily allow hormone treatment for any other diagnosis, then why are you pushing back because your child is transgender? If your child's age would ordinarily not be a problem when it comes to hormone treatment, if your child had, I don't know, maybe Cushing's syndrome or premature puberty or any of the multiple endocrinological problems that make doctors decide to give your child hormones as a treatment remedy, if ordinarily you would not push back, then why are you pushing back because the child is transgender? These are the issues. These are the questions you have to ask yourself. Because ultimately it comes down to homophobia and transphobia. I know you don't believe it. I know. But if the doctor would recommend hormone treatment for any other illness that your child is dealing with, and hormone treatment actually is not new in medicine. We have used it forever. I use precocious puberty as an easy example because most of us know about precocious puberty. So if your child was diagnosed with precocious puberty and the doctor said, which by the way means your child has early onset puberty, my bad, forgive me for not breaking it down. If your 3-year-old, instead of having axillary hair or vajayjay hair or thelarchy, which is breasts, or body odor or any other sign that the child is going through puberty, the doctor would recommend the exact same medicine. Forget about the dosing. Forget about the side effects. You would, in all honesty, say yes. Yet, when it comes to hormone treatment for your child, life-saving, both of them are life-saving, one more so than the other, you'll say no. Or the child is too young. And so the situation with this parent was I offered them a little bit more one-on-one. I mean, because the truth is, I can respond so much in the DMs. I can. But it's not a typed response situation. Let's just be honest. A lot of times it requires much, much more than that. And the truth is, when your child is transgender and I give you these little nuggets of answers here and there, the true problem doesn't go away. Because the true problem is that you see your child being transgender as not what you planned. It's not what you ordered, so to say. So there's always going to be something else that's coming up. And that's why I finally decided to create my online coaching program. It's the best because it's the only one, but also it's the best. At the price point, is like a no-brainer. At the price point is a no-brainer because we're literally saving lives here. So the question is, what is your child's life worth in dollars? You'd be like, Dr. Lulu, why are you asking that question? That's what it comes down to. A lot of parents, not you, of course, right? A lot of parents don't want to, they want to remain in pain. They don't want to seriously consider a solution, which is education and mindset management. Education from a reliable source who has lived experience and expertise, and mindset management. Because if you don't know something, you go to your doctor to teach you. But for some reason, when it's transgender, you want to do your research. That's okay, do your research. But also be honest with yourself. So when you push back on hormone treatment for your child, which you and I know is life-saving, what are you really saying? You're really saying that you are in control, that it's up to you, that you know best. You know better than your child's doctor that recommended it, or better than your child. But I always come down to this question. If you are transgender, then you know the utmost importance that hormone treatment, the role it plays in your child's life. If you're not transgender, then you don't know. And so most of the parents who push back obviously are not transgender. Because if they are transgender, they will never push back on life-saving medications. And under no other circumstance would they usually push back. Now, I understand if there's religious reasons, I don't know, Jehovah's Witness or something. I get that. I'm not even going to go into that. That's hospital ethics. Take care of that. But I'm saying, if your child needs it, and that's what's been recommended, and it's life-saving, and as you know, the earlier you start, the better, then you putting up this pushback that the child's age is too young, or let me finish my research first, really, truly is about you making this decision. You want to be the one making the decision. That's it. I'm not going to not tell you. And yes, I get it. When you take the child to the doctor, if the child has strep throat, you are making the decision to give the child the antibiotic. I get that. But you don't push back though. You usually say, okay, what do we give? Can I get it? In fact, y'all be asking for prescription for penicillin. Well, the other doctor gave me some penicillin, and she's going to give it to me. Y'all be asking for the medications. So when you push back on hormone treatment of your child, that could potentially be life-saving, it's not about the research. It's not about the side effects, because you know, every medicine has side effects, including Tylenol. So those are the things, the reasons why if you see me these days holding back on giving you free advice, so to say. Those are the things. Because the truth is, if your child had a toothache or sore throat, you would not want me to give you free advice on the website or on Facebook. You'd want to come and see me. So why don't we do the same thing? You don't have to see me as the parent coach. But why don't you do the same thing for your child who needs it? Because ultimately, you are stuck because you're afraid. I get it. You're stuck because some people feel helpless, but you've got help. You're stuck because some people feel hopeless. I get it. But you don't have to be hopeless when there's someone that can help you. You're stuck because you don't want to give up power. You don't want to give up the power. If the child can get the hormone treatment when they're 23, when it's too late, puberty has taken over and they're now adults. If the child could get it then, the doctor would tell you. But the recommendation is not to wait till then. So the only reason you're not doing what the doctor has asked you to do is because you want to be the one to make the decision. You're thinking somehow that you're giving up power. But actually, it is because you have so much power to make the decision that you should make it. And you're not giving up any kind of power. You're simply owning your power and doing what's right for your child. So when you say you love your child, but herein lies the problem. I love my child, but what? If you're not the doctor, you're not transgender, then truly you don't know anything. I mean, I have to say it. You don't know anything. And so you need to talk to someone who knows. And sometimes that will mean you being vulnerable, leaning in, letting go of the reins for your child. So, if you're struggling with this, with making the decision, well, I just gave you some free advice, right? You can take that. But if you need to know more, because there's always more. Today is hormone treatment, tomorrow is your ex-husband, the next day is the chicken that crossed the road. There's usually always something else. And so if you're struggling with that, reach out. I can help. I'm creating an entire online coaching program for you. You can join my parent support group on Monday. We kind of started that already. We meet every Monday at 6 p.m. If you want to do that, that's $4.95 per month. If you want to do a one-on-one coaching, great. For $12K for 6 months, you can have that. If you want to pay in full, $10K. Let's get started. Like I always say, P.S. Your child is waiting. I'll see you soon. Bye.